YouTube, it's Nerdcat, and I'm back with another Nerdtastic Halloween episode, and this time, I'm a mermaid. Now, I chose to be a mermaid for this episode because 1, it's super easy, 2, it is really quick, and 3, it's so much fun. When you're doing a mermaid makeup, you can choose the colors you want, the accessories you want, and the facial features you want to cover and highlight. So, what's really fun about this makeup in particular though, is not only is it neon in regular lighting, but it also glows in black light. So, if you want to get this glow in black light neon mermaid, keep watching.
Hey everyone! Okay, so what you're going to need for this is a wig cap. I got this from Party City. It's super cheap. Makes this a lot easier. So I shifted it around a little to make the spaces in the netting to the desired size I wanted. And the makeup I'm using is a water activated blacklight neon paint. I just found this on Amazon when I typed in water activated paints. I think the brand is Tulip, but it's super easy to find and it was only a couple of bucks. Now, what I'm doing is just going in with a dark blue around the edges of my face at first, and then I add more colors later. Beauty is you can choose whatever face shape you want, the scales to go in, whatever color you want. All this is up to you. So I went with an edged look with some parts going into my face. I did this weird V shape, which I wasn't sure about when I was doing it, but in the end I think it looked really cool. Especially with the headpiece I ended up putting on. When you're doing a mermaid makeup, always make sure you're pressing the makeup or paint up and down. Never swipe. If you swipe, then you're going to mess up the netting and you're not going to get the defined scale look that you want. So always make sure you're pressing each makeup down. And remember, you don't have to use water-based makeup. You can use eyeshadows, liquid lipstick, anything you have. I just really liked that this could glow in black light, so I thought I would use it. Now I'm going in with a lighter blue to edge out the dark blue to have a small gradient. Again, you can choose whatever colors you want to do this with. It gives you complete and utter freedom about what kind of mermaid you want to be. Now I decided to go in with a purple and put a little bit of it onto the blues to make that gradient a little bit more cohesive. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I liked the idea of having the dark blue, light blue, and then purple. I really liked how it looked in the end. But again, this is all your own preference, so you can choose whatever colors you want. I think a hot pink would look really nice in this as well. But so I'm just edging each of the lines that I already created. As you can see, I was also being attacked by a giant moth while filming this. That was fun. Especially when you can't see because you have netting all over your face. Then I decided to take some of the purple and kind of edge out the top where my hairline is. Just to give it a shadow and more... Actually, I don't really know. I like the shadow look of that one piece being a darker purpley blue color. And then I went in and darkened all of the blues because I looked at it and it looked a little washed out, which is possible. I am using water-based paints, which is a little bit harder to use. I could have used regular face paints, but I decided to make it tricky for myself. Probably the easiest would have been eyeshadow, but to each its own. Then I go in with the light blue as well and also touch up those spaces. See, I started doing this nose piece, but once I removed the netting, I realized it did not work. But you know, you live and you learn when doing mermaid makeups. But I thought it would look cool. It just, because the netting is stretched so far on my nose, it didn't really work. Anyway, I'm also fixing up a corner that I missed by just stretching the netting over my face and just touching up that small corner. Here, I'm taking off that nose piece. When you're removing the netting, always put like both hands and stretch over. Don't swipe your face, because then you're gonna mess up your makeup. So just be careful. Now I decided to do a headpiece, and I got these shells and some spirit gum, and I was trying to stick these larger shells onto my forehead, but for some reason they just didn't want to stay, and that was getting really annoying. Yeah, so I'm just gluing on pieces of shells and some beach glass to kind of make a crown-like headpiece. But as you can see, that shell just wasn't having any of it. So I decided to take off the bigger shells and leave that one middle shell, because I realized it kind of looks like a unicorn horn. Now I'm a unicorn mermaid. That's fantastic. Anyway, I decided to add some green streaks and some pink to the middle shell, so that it could glow lightly in the black light as well. And also, I did the green streaks out, so it kind of looks like it was a head piece and not just in the middle of my forehead. Then I took some of the orangey pink color in my blacklight palette and went over my eyes. Sadly though, it doesn't come off very bright in the blacklight, which I'm a little sad about, but it looks really cool in person, so I was okay with the end result. Apparently some of the colors aren't as bright as others in blacklight, but you know, it was only a couple bucks, not a big deal. Went in and out with some purples and some pink, just to blend the colors together a little bit more. Then I took a little bit of the black paint and drew an elongated wing on the outer parts and inner parts of my eye. And then I went in with some white underneath my eyes, because I thought that looked really cool. As well as some freckles, because this is me. I love having freckles on my face. I have them in real life, why not put them in my makeups? Again, totally optional. You can be whatever kind of mermaid you want. I'm just giving you the steps. So I'm just darkening up that white line, which I thought gave it a really cool edge. And then I went in with a pinkish white color for the lips. I think I would have drawn the lips a little less pouty, but I did really want it pink, not just for the blacklight purposes, but also because I kind of wanted her to look like really cutesy and innocent. So I thought a pink lip would be the best option here. And then I put some of the pink around the white freckles to add a little dimension to the freckles, which was good because it ended up working better in the black light anyway. I also added a little more pink to the headpiece as well. Then I took some pink from my wolf palette and put it on the tip of my nose with a little red to make it look blushed, because again I was going for that kind of innocent kind of look. Then I just painted in my eyebrows brown just to give them a cleaner look, because in truth I probably should have blocked them out and redid them, but I just didn't feel like doing that. I took some highlight and just highlighted my brow bone and my cupid's bow and a little bit on my nose as well, because even if it doesn't glow, that part doesn't glow in black light, it still needs to look good in regular light as well. Took down my hair, sprayed it with some colors, and there you have it. My neon blacklight mermaid. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. As always, stay nerdy, my friends. Later!